right, good morning, everyone. I just thought I would do a quick lesson for you on where do you change your voicing, whether or not you're doing a voicing like 3 flat 7 9 or a 13 3 or flat 7 3 13. So I call this the butter area of the piano. And when it comes to voicings, you want your voicings around this area. If you go too low, it starts to sound muddy. Like if I'm playing a D chord, if I do flat 7, 3, 13, it's a little bit low. If I change to 3, flat 7, 9, it's a much more pleasant, nice sounding, pleasant kind of sound if you're here. That's a little bit low. So what I'm going to do is, this will be just a really short lesson, but I want to talk to you about ways you can practice to get comfortable with knowing which voicing you might want to use if you're doing jazz trio piano. So let's start in the normal range. So in a G13, if I'm playing a G blues, most likely I will start with this kind of voicing, a 3-note voicing where you do flat 7 of the G scale, 3 and 13. In my right hand, a great way for you guys to practice as well is just practice the triad shape. And you could do da 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 boom. That's one way you could do it, or you could just kind of roll it up. And if I go up a half step, now I'm at A flat. Now that's a great voicing in that range right there, A flat. Now let's keep going down here. Let's go G. If I'm at F sharp, that sounds great. What about F? Perfect. E sounds great there as well. Flat 7, 3, 13, even E flat. I love E flat in that range. Now watch what happens when I get to D once again. That's a little bit low. So I think we're better off by using a D9 up here. So I'm using 3 flat 7 9 of a D scale, and you hear the difference. Or here. And I prefer that. So as I keep going down for D flat, I'm going to use 3 flat 7 9. It's a nice range of the piano. C, same thing. Same thing for B. And B flat, that's a great sound. But also, you can get away with B flat up here. And then A. So if I'm doing A flat, I want to be here. So G13, A flat 13, that's a nice thing. And I go to A. But once I go to B flat, I feel pretty comfortable here of going either one. I can go here, which is flat 7, 3, 13, or I can go 3, flat 7, 9. And the same thing with A. I'm pretty comfortable with going that low, 3, flat 7, 9 of A scale, but also I can go flat 7, 3, 13. And I like to do this kind of thing in my right hand as well. And what I'm doing is, not only am I practicing the range of the piano, getting my left hand voicings right, but I'm also thinking about an idea in the right hand that's simple enough that where you can really focus on the left hand, but while also getting a lot done in the right hand. Maybe instead of that, maybe you want to do like the C6 lick. Let's go to actually the key of C and go. Right, it's a nice bluesy, jazzy lick that'll work in blues and jazz. And so then I go D flat, get up into the keys and do that fingering that we like to do. Same thing on D, I'm doing that. And when I go to E flat, now we get into the range for D flat or E flat, where I can do here or here. And that sounds really full, doesn't it? And that E is going to sound great there. In fact, listen to the difference. That's kind of high and it gets away in the way of our right hand, but here sounds nice and full. F sounds awesome right there. F sharp sounds great. So even now in our right hand, we said we could do this, or I could do this, right? That's just two ideas. And let me just give you one more. We know that probably my most famous video at iMusicAcademy is the one that starts off with that lick right there, right? Really famous, kind of a generic lick, but very important. So this kind of thing. So maybe that's what you want to use in your right hand. And then you go up to D flat. And You know, we have certain fingerings we have to use for those, but feel free to just do the simple version that we did of the very first thing. It's that kind of a jazz triad idea. Okay, so let me just do this one more time and then we'll be done. For D, for E flat, and on E flat I can get down here and do that. For E, for F, and that could be up here, but that's a little high. F sharp, G, A flat, A. And A is the one that I could go down here for A. Once I get to A, remember that you can go down here as well. And then from A, you're here at B flat, but I could go down here to B flat as well. All right, and then the 3 licks that I said you could use, I'm going to throw in one extra bonus, easier idea, but you might want to do C where you go. You might want to do this. You might want to do the C6 lick. Or you might just want to do the first 5 notes of the blues scale, which is fantastic to use as well. All right, I hope you have an awesome day. Make sure you like this video if you're enjoying this kind of content. I decided I would do some shorter videos just so you can wake up, get to practicing, and have fun. If you're interested in supporting our channel, you can just hit the link below and join our channel. I think we have 9 people on our YouTube channel, and we have a lot of other ways that you can join the different academies at iMusicAcademy. But most importantly, have fun, and I'll see you in the